Marathon Peak Performance.
What we have witnessed here this week is so rare. It needs to be celebrated.
Do I think I can win this tournament? No, I don't, but I'm gonna give it everything I got. Being an Elite Series pro against these guys, you really notice a lot of holes in your game, and those are kind of, holes that I want to fill going forward. So I'm working really hard, to try and better myself, get better as an angler. It'd be just a dream come true.
All the way from Wisconsin, ladies and gentlemen, Bassmaster Classic qualifier, Caleb Kuphall. Oh my word, Caleb Kuphall, 27 pounds, 10 ounces. Caleb Kuphall blows the doors off this derby on day number 1. This is a 4-day tournament. Blast off at 5:30 a.m. You can follow the action all day long on Bassmaster.com. And your tournament leader took the lead early this morning and did not look back. Caleb Kuphall with 27 pounds, 10 ounces.
I'm just flipping milfoil here. It's about 6 foot deep. Punching through it with a 3/4 ounce weight and a creeper bait, and just kind of, flip it around, shooting it in the holes and stuff. And it's all a vertical, kind of reaction bite presentation. You just drop it in there, falls to the bottom, jig it a couple times. If they don't get it in 3 or 4 jerks, they're not there, and you can move on to the next little spot. It's very repetitive fishing. Three and a half, I think.
4 pounds.
4.2. It is a 4-pounder. All right. I've been in tournament fishing so long. This is probably, I'm up to my 18th year as a tournament, person. So I've fished them all the way along. Quite a bit of experience on a lot of these southern lakes. I'm from Wisconsin, so it's interesting getting down here, seeing all the different bodies of water. And I've probably been here, I would say probably 12 to 15 times before I got into the Elite Series. And then I've been here as a co-angler multiple times. Bassmaster Classic right here at Guntersville, I'd say. There's nothing like the Bassmasters Classic. I ended up 19th in that one, got onto some pretty decent fish later in the game, and it's just an exciting deal. That's a little guy, but I'll try him. He's there. Number 1, 1 3/4 pounds. For flipping setup, I'm using a Zoom Z-Hog. I'm using a 50-pound Power Pro braid, and using a 7.4 heavy action St. Croix Avidex, and I'm using a Lose Magnesium for the reel. It's a little better, pretty good. It's probably 2 3/4. But I got 2 in the box. I got 1, fairly decent fish, and 1 just a keeper. So we're gonna stay in here for probably a couple hours today and see what we can do. I'm getting a few bites, so that kind of gives me hope that there's still some fish here. Yes, boom. Ooh, that's a decent one. First flip after fooling with the, yeah, right in the top. Not a giant, but 3.5 probably. Boom, yes. A little bait change, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Got a bite pretty quick here. It's got me fired up a little bit. Ooh. I think he was small, but I think he would have kept. Dang it. 2 bites pretty quick on it. That gives me hope in this jig though. Well, if we want to do anything today, that's not a fish we want. Boy, he's long, isn't he? Boy, he took that jig down. Look at that. He's probably 2.5 though. Switching to this jig, I think, has made a huge difference. I could feel him drop it just before I set. There he is. Get out of there, there's a good one. There's a big one. God, that's a giant. Get out of there, buddy. Yes. Boom. Look at that bait. Down its throat. Whoo, that's a good one. Yes. All right, let's get a few more like that in here. I know they're in here. The hands are shaking. That'll get you fired up. I know they're in here. I gotta just kind of settle down and pick these mats apart. Get out of there! I mean, I always knew they were here. Practice, I caught a 6 in here, and then first day of the tournament, you know, a 5 and a 6. So get in here, buddy. I got it.
Go, baby.
Yes, it's on today.
Here we go.
Look at that one. That's a good one. That is a good one. It's happening today. That's how it was the first day. Came in and they just bit. Yesterday with that wind, I couldn't fish it proper. I was spooking them before I was getting to them with the trolling motor running on high and just fighting the wind, and it was coming right up the gut. And today there's hardly any wind at all. I can pick these mats apart. There's some good fish in here. I also made a little bit of an adjustment on my hook choice in here. I'm using just a straight VMC flipping hook instead of like an EWG style, because I was missing some fish yesterday. Yes! Boom! It's another good one. God, he's probably 4. And bye-bye skinny one. Dude, this is crazy. Like, my smallest fish is almost 3 pounds. Been seeing a lot of gizzard shad in here. Yes! Pooh! That'll call. That is a good one. That's exciting right there. That's awesome. After a day like yesterday, to come up here and do some damage on this spot, I don't think it really matters whether I, you know, catch more here. Like, it's one of those places, these fish move around so much. It replenishes on a daily basis with different fish. Good one. All right. Where are you, buddy? That might call, huh? That better call. Told there was bigger than that mat. So yeah, that would be my smallest. Goodbye. Thank you.
Back in the lead here at the Berkeley Bassmaster Elite at Guntersville. 66 pounds and 13 ounces. All right, you're 5 fish away from your first Elite Series victory. Before you leave the stage, tell me, what would that mean to you?
It would mean everything. I mean, I've been fishing since I was, 5 years old, and fishing tournaments for probably the last 18 years, and just this is always what you look up to, you know, holding the blue trophy would be unreal, unreal. So I'm gonna be nervous tomorrow.
I don't know, it's kind of long. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's still a few fish here. This has been pounded. It seemed to get bit in here better yesterday than the Z-Hog. So flip a jig probably is my favorite technique. Love flipping a jig around, you know, wood, milfoil, docks, just anything like that. So I'm primarily a shallow water guy. It's just an exciting deal. A part of the Elite Series 2 years. I qualified through the Opens in 2019. And it's been an exciting ride so far. Kind of a grind. I have a bunch of good tournaments, you know, a bunch of bad tournaments. Just kind of middle of the pack kind of guy. You want to get better as you go. I'm getting more experience, and you know, hopefully that'll, you know, play as you go forward. You know, just getting better and honing your skills. that was the exact same spot as where I lost those last two. The exact same spot. I made a circle, came back to it. Another bite. Just got to give it a little rest. Spot is no bigger than a boat. Hard bottom, maybe there's a couple rocks, I mean, who knows. Generally it's a hard bottom deal, something they like down there. Maybe it's the way the weeds are set up, or yes, a little bit helps, right? Man, skinny one, but all right. Oh, it takes a load off my mind though to have a limit. It's not even 9 o'clock. Since I ever started fishing tournaments, it's just been, you know, a ladder, you know, try to get as far as you can. So, you know, you're always watching Bassmaster on TV when you're a kid, and Bassmaster's Classic and stuff, and to be totally honest, I never thought I'd be here, but I've been really blessed the last 3 or so years to have some really good finishes in tournaments and be fairly consistent and trying to learn as much as I can. I'll tell you, fishing with these guys, it shows you where, you know, there's a lot of where there's a hole in your game, you know, there's something that you got to fill. And that's kind of what I've been working on. You know, I got a lot of holes in my game that I know I gotta try and take care of, so I can be more consistent and, you know, compete in the future, hopefully. No matter whether you're really on them or not, you know, Whew. I think that'll keep. Just so he's bigger than that other one. He's a fatty too. No big ones though. What's going on here? Yesterday, it's like every time I set the hook, you know, you got a giant on the end of your line, and hopefully it doesn't stay this way. Just got to keep plugging. Just try to believe in yourself and, you know, what you can do. Good things will happen. It's a long marathon deal. These are unbelievable. This is my second top 10 that I've had to fish all 4 days. I'm exhausted and I couldn't get to sleep last night. I mean, so many things going through your head. Another solid one, but not a giant. I think he's a good keeper. He's a fat one. They're fat in here, I'll tell you. In that other spot, the milfoil area, they're skinnier.
What would it be like? What would it be like for you to bring home the blue trophy?
Be awesome. I mean, that's one thing in the bass fishing world that, you know, is just an extremely sought after goal for pretty much everybody. You know, it's one of the, you know, the very few things in bass fishing that You know, when you win that thing, it means a lot. But you get so few chances, so few shots that, you know, everything's got to go just perfectly. And if it happens, you know, it happens. If it don't, it don't. Come here, buddy. Ah! I got him. Yes. Boom. That'll get you excited. He gone. So I needed that bite so bad. Just this little thing here, right here, has been my best fish the whole thing in practice. I caught a 5'11" here on the first day, and then I caught my last fish here yesterday. Maybe we can get another one out of there. Get out of there, buddy. Don't you do it. Got him. That was a bit of a debacle. That's a good one though. Yeah, he's got to be close to 4, huh? You can see it goes deep too. I'll bet you those fish are just, you know, right up under those mats in all this intertwined kind of stuff. There's milfoil underneath it too. There's some pads in here. A lot of eelgrass because it's Guntersville. But we're hearing, or I'm hearing just a ton of bluegills just popping everywhere. That's always a good sign. A lot of activity, a lot of life in here. Yes! Boom! Right in that top. That's got to be a 3-pounder. Probably better. All right. Another magic matfish. Slowly climbing the ladder. 2 today out of here, 2 yesterday out of here, 1 on the first day out of here. It ain't very big. They keep loading up underneath it. You got that real flat, shallow spot right over here, and you don't have much over there. And this is like the only thing that's out from the main weed line. The isolated stuff, it's like the only patch. That must be why they keep moving out here. Yes! Boom! Yes! Woo! All right, it's a good one. I mean, it's not giant, but come on. It's been a slow day. Get rid of this guy. I'd say he's right there. I knew I could get one out of here yet. Right on that waypoint. It's no bigger than a boat. It is no bigger than a boat. Catching big old Guntersville bass. Regardless of who wins, I'm glad it's over. I'm really glad it's over.
What we have witnessed here this week is so rare. From Wisconsin, Caleb Kuphall. He needs 1 pound, 4 ounces. Put him on the scales. 5 fish, all alive. 19 pounds and an ounce with 85 pounds, 14 ounces. Caleb Kuphall conquers Lake Guntersville. 85 pounds, 14 ounces. Wisconsin has their very first Bassmaster Elite Series champion.
Marathon Peak Performance.